It's for all the 23 days so far. The moon, the moon, the moon, the moon, the moon. But when the 24th day comes, it's Qamar, the stars. Because when you want to study the Quran says that you must study the Quran the way you study the stars. Tell me, where does it say so? Anybody? Inam, I'm not hearing you. What he said?
Surah Waqiyah.
That's right. Who said it? Ashraf. Suratul Waqiyah. That's right.
And also Surah Hijr.
Now we come to Hijr in a moment. فَلَا أُقْسِمُ بِمَوَاقِعِ النُّجُومِ. And I take an oath, a qasam, by the positions in which the stars are located. I take an oath or a qasam by the positions in which the stars are located. وَإِنَّهُ لَقَسَمٌ لَوْ تَعْلَمُونَ عَظِيمٌ. And this is not any ordinary oath or qasam. This is the mother of all oaths or qasam. The position in which the stars are located. إِنَّهُ لَقُرْآنٌ كَرِيمٌ فِي كِتَابٍ مَكْنُونٍ. This is a Quran, a recitation which is kareem, which is noble and generous. And this recitation is located in a book which is protected. Meaning, if you want to study the Quran, you have to study the Quran the way you study the stars. And that is why when the 24th day begins, we have Suratul Najm and Suratul Qamar. We're moving from the moon to the stars. And now then, in this last 1/3 of the month of Ramadan, there is a night which is known as the night of Qadr. The night of Qadr. And it is a night on which the angels are sent down. And Jibreel min kulli amr. And our Prophet, Allah's blessing be upon him, said, look for Laylatul Qadr in the odd nights of the last 1/3 of Ramadan. Everybody seemed to already agree it's 27. So everything is done on the 27th night. And 29th night is for shopping. 29th night is for shopping. Right? But when is Laylatul Qadr? If this Quran explains all things, where does it say so? Tibyanan likulli shay. Where does it say so? That this Quran explains all things. Suratul Nahl, that's right, Suratul Nahl. Then this Quran should indicate to us when is Laylatul Qadr. Is it 27? What does the Quran give us as a hint? Answer: look to see where Suratul Qadr is located in the Quran. Inna anzalnahu fi laylatil qadr. وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا لَيْلَةُ الْقَدْرِ. Where is this located? And when we look to see where this surah is located, it becomes clear to us that the Quran is pointing to the 29th night, not the 27th. And so now then, to end the lecture, teach your children. When they go outside and they come back home, and you open the door, they must say, Assalamu alaikum. Papa, but there's nobody in the house. So who are we offering salams to? Tell them, you're offering salams to the angels. You're offering salams to the angels. This is how a Muslim lives. He enters the home even when there's nobody in the home. Assalamu alaikum. You're offering salam to the angels. What can we do to invite the angels to our home? Answer, reciting the Quran. Inna Quran al-Fajr kana mashhuda, Allah says in Suratul Isra, that the recitation of the Quran at the time of Fajr is witnessed. Witnessed by whom? By the angels. So if we recite the Quran, the angels will come. You don't see them. But there's something else that we've all done. All through history. The Hindus have done it, the Jews have done it, the Christians, maybe the Buddhists as well, and certainly the Muslims. Something called bakhur, something that the angels love, the fragrance of a good smell. So when the 21st night of the month comes, every month, and this is now the last 1/3, in preparation for Ramadan, every month, when the 21st night comes, Mama will take the bakhur and take it around the house. And on the 23rd night, and the 25th, and the 27th, and the 29th, and the children will grow up with this in their hearts, that we are preparing for the angels. You think Britain has any time for that? A Britain in which all the churches and cathedrals are now being sold because nobody goes to church anymore. And this country is becoming an atheist country. And those who are comfortable with living in a country which is becoming atheist should have their heads examined, go to a psychiatrist. Something wrong with you. Something is wrong with you if you want to live with the company of a people who are becoming atheists only because of bread. Bread is all it is. Man does not live by bread alone, said Jesus. Okay? You seek the company of people who turn to Allah morning and evening, seeking His face, even though they eat only roti, they're living in poverty. Live with such people. Don't live with an atheist people who now selling all their churches and monasteries. So teach your children to invite the angels by putting bakhur in the home on the 21st night, the 23rd, 25th, 27th, 29th, and most of all on the 29th night, because that is the night most likely to be Laylatul Qadr. If you follow this way of recitation of the Quran, then you will complete or khatam the Quran every month. Every month. I cannot ask you to do something I'm not doing myself. Now then, let me answer one question for the 500,000 times. I've answered it already. I've answered the question 500,000 times already. So let me answer it one more time. What does a sister do when she has the period of the month when she's not allowed to recite the Quran? How does she solve the problem? This is my answer. That when the monthly period has ended and you can now recite the Quran, look to see how much time there remains in the month. And if you have the strength and you have the time, and you can double up on your recitation, and you can complete the Quran by the end of the month, then do that. But if that is not possible because a woman with children is a very busy woman, so it may not be possible for her. So if it's not possible, then when the month has ended, you continue reciting in the new month until you complete. Whenever you start the Quran, you must never stop until you complete, no matter how long it takes. After you have completed the Quran in the new month, then the rest of the month until the new moon comes, you recite from any part of the Quran you want, and wait until the new moon comes, and then you start again. Thank you. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. You can bring me the chai now.
Yes.
I work for it. Now we have a very interesting time, discussion session and question and answer. Oh, mashallah, this is Mr. Time himself. Yeah. MashaAllah. You know who is this young man here? You don't know him?
Oh, yes. His face rings a bell. Do you also know him? As you wish, inshallah. जी.
Achha here.
So Sheikh, should we?
Yes.
This is now a Q&A session for the next 20-30 minutes. So you may have questions on this topic of the Quran, the moon, and the angels and the night of power. Or if you have questions outside of that, it's still okay. So first I'll go to the sisters. Any questions from the sisters on anything?
Sisters are normally shy, so you start with brothers.
Okay.
Give them some time.
Okay. Okay, brothers, any questions from... Yes? If you can please just start with your name.
Imad.
Imad, okay.
Assalamu alaikum. Sorry I was late.
That's okay. Better late than never, huh?
My question is for the Sheikh, which I'm directing to the chair, is in the Quran there's an ayah about the calendar. إنما نسي زيادة في الكفر.
في الكفر.
I think في الكفر. Nasi increases you in kufr. And I'd like to understand what is the understanding of this verse.
إنما النسيء زيادة للكفر.
في الكفر.
في الكفر.
في الكفر, yeah.
سورة التوبة. سورة التوبة. The Arabs wanted, they're not the only ones who wanted, that the lunar calendar should be made to synchronize with the solar calendar. Allah gave the lunar calendar for months. The lunar calendar determines what is a month. Namely, from one new moon to another, that is a month. And the solar calendar gave us the seasons, spring and summer and autumn and winter. And this is why Allah says, He is Rabbul Maghribaini wa Rabbul Mashriqain, the Lord of the two easts and the two wests. Because when the earth is spinning and moving around the sun, it doesn't do so in a circular manner, but it does so in an elliptical manner. And so we get the summer solstice and the winter solstice. So the sun does not rise all through the year at the same time, and the sun does not set all through the year at the same time. Good. So the solar year was given for the seasons, and the lunar year was given for determining the months and the year. And Allah uses the language which is specific, that He gave us the moon, لِتَعْلَمُوا عَدَدَ السِّنِينَ وَالْحِسَابِ, that we would use the moon for counting the years and for computing time. But there was this desire that the lunar calendar should be made to synchronize with the solar, because they wanted Ramadan to come in the summer. So every third year they will add one more month, and this is called a nasi. And Allah condemned it as a corruption of the sacred system of time. That one year you'll make it halal and the other year you'll make it haram. The system of time given by Allah must be preserved and must not be corrupted. And that's what the Arabs were doing. And this is ziyadatun lil kufr. It is the road to ever increasing kufr. And today we live in a world in which 999 out of every 1,000 have effectively abandoned the system of time which Allah has given, and have accepted a bogus system of time which has come from Al-Masih ad-Dajjal.